It definitely is.
Not anything else.
It's a series of deck saving throws.
We're playing Frogger. Real life. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are Not Great RPG, and we are here once again for the Lost Kings of Adoris. It's been 2 weeks since we played last. 3 weeks, I guess. We skipped 2 weeks. So, yeah, I guess it's been 3 weeks.
Been a minute.
But we're here once again. So we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves. I will read the recap, and then our party will get back to where they left off.
I'm John, and I play Marcus.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Paul, and I play Rin.
I'm Autumn, and I play Twig.
I'm Mike, and I play Mr. Pigeon.
I'm not Lawrence. I think I'm still playing Shay.
That's correct. And I'm Don, and I think I'm the DM of this campaign.
It's a good start.
It is a good start. So 3 weeks ago, the title of the episode, May Light a Candle in the Dark. You guys continue down the hall, you find some more traps, but you're cut off by glyphs in every direction, and you realize that you need to move towards the center. Most of the traps thus far have been alerts or non-threatening, so you decide to move through them. Twig leaps across the glyph, and as she lands, turns towards her friends, and upon seeing Mr. Pigeon standing there in his cute little captain's outfit, doubles over in a fit of loud laughter and falls to the floor. Shay dives towards her. Yeah, there was no glyph. That's why it didn't affect Lawrence.
It was just real.
Shay dives towards her, not suffering the same fate from this glyph, and tries to put his hand over her mouth, but she is rolling around recklessly on the ground, and he can't get a grip on her. Everyone backs up, and Rin casts Sleep as Twig's eyes lull back in her head, and she passes out before being woken up by Mr. Pigeon. You guys hear footsteps running towards you, and you move back around the corner, hiding. A guard makes his way around the corner. You dispatch him rather quickly. You hear more footsteps coming, so you split within the hallway, each member of the party taking a few hits from the guards and holding your own in the fight. You guys hear more footsteps further off, heading in another direction, and they keep moving. As the party's moving the bodies, Mr. Pigeon takes a shield, disguises himself as a guard, rounds the corner, and is immediately blinded in the eyes by another trap in a dead end.
Where else would he be blinded?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Not in the eyes?
Brain blind.
Brain blind.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys find the guard, and you prepare to also stab him, but Twig is like, no, that's okay. It's just Mr. Pigeon. And then Mr. Pigeon, waves, and you guys keep moving, realizing that it is not, in fact, a guard. You guys wind your way around the halls, avoiding all of the halls with glyphs, until you come to a longer, straight hallway with a half-moon-shaped room at the end. You look down the hall, and you see Marcus sitting hanging on a wooden rack, bleeding and stirring slightly. Rin focuses his peepers and sees that there is illusion magic with his detect magic, as well as another glyph behind it. And he's able to see past the illusion, seeing a staircase below what appears to be a straw scarecrow painted with Marcus tattoos at the center of the room. Dandelion sends her mage hand down the hall, and having no effect, she flies quickly towards the staircase before anyone else can interject. She exits the hall and into the room, and you dodge forward as a trap activates, sending web rocketing from the walls, grease spraying onto the web and the scarecrow Marcus, and candles lighting up on the back walls one by one. They start floating towards Dandelion inside of the web, lighting the scarecrow aflame. As she ducks into the staircase, you guys run towards the web, cut through it, and all make your way through it into the staircase as before the candles reach the web above. You guys continue through the halls of the lower floor towards a torchlight that you see faintly in the distance. You turn and you see several guards moving Marcus as you hear the voice of the head guard ring out. They duck behind the corner, and Dandelion, unbeknownst to the rest of her friends, goes invisible as you prepare to run in. Mr. Pigeon leads with the invisible Dandelion unknowingly behind him. Mr. Pigeon, disguised as a guard, stumbles towards the guard captain, dropping his shield to alert him, falls to his knees, and the captain bends towards him. Mr. Pigeon grabs him in the face and inflicts necrotic energy upon him. The rest of the party makes their way inside one by one, attacking the two larger guards, moving Marcus as Mr. Pigeon dances around the captain with his clone. Marcus looks at the two guards and says, I told you they would come for me and that you would fucking die. And fears the two of them as one drops the rack that Marcus is on, causing it to swivel around. Rin runs in carrying the bundle of dynamite and a large warhammer in an effort to scare the guards, which he does successfully. Twig and Shay stab the one guard as Dandelion assaults the other, running down the length of the wooden rack. The guard with nowhere to run stabs Marcus, knocking him unconscious. Rin rushes forward to attempt to stabilize Marcus, but is not successful. The guard stabs towards Rin but misses, and Rin fires back at him as Dandelion fears him away from her. The guard captain clocks Mr. Pigeon with his brass vine-covered knuckles, knocking him out cold. Twig sees this, rushes over, and ignites the moonlight that Lathander offered her on the guard as he burns to death in a shadowy spectral moonlight. The last remaining guard surrenders.
Yeah, don't.
As Shay kills the first guard and moves towards Marcus, stabilizing him, Mr. Pigeon wakes up, walks over to the guard that surrendered, hooks his sickles around his head, killing him. He then takes the brass knuckles from the guard captain and smashes his face in with them multiple times into a lovely meatloaf. Marcus thanks his friends for saving them, but is worried as to why they did not flee and leave him here. Rin helps him to his feet, hands him the spare warhammer from his possessions after Shimmer eats through the ropes and says, "We're going to talk about all the things that you have in your possessions later, 'cause that's weird." Dandelion pouts and says that you promised not to get captured and is a little bit upset. You guys get to your feet, make your way slowly towards the stairs back the way you came. As you're making your way up, you look up and see the face of the man that you met on the way in, whose name that you did not get, searching for his brother, Tommy, who is bruised and beaten, looking down at you and says, "We have to get the fuck out of here." Vulpix, thank you very much for the sub. Is it a sub? Yeah,
Yep.
sub. Thank you very much.
2 years.
Danke.
2 years.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. Yeah, I mean, man, top of stairs.
Let's go.
Are you
Did you-
looking for the audio clip for Happy Birthday?
No.
I really thought that was what was happening.
No.
But now.
I mean,
Yeah, so
not
he looks
copywritten.
down at, I think Ren and Shay were at the front of this pack. Look down at you guys and says, "We have to get the fuck out of here. You all right? Did you find him?"
Yes.
Did you find yours?
"Yes."
Then we should move.
"Yeah, we took out the other guard.
Good.
Not sure if more coming, but let's go." "Do you know how to get out? We're fucking lost."
Yeah.
"Great. Mind if we come with? At least till we get out of here."
Yeah, not a problem.
"Thank you."
Up we go.
Thank you.
you want to stare at his ass all night?
You don't need the map. It's fine.
But what if we get lost?
It's been marked. You guys marked it successfully. You guys are okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way back through the hallways.
Why?
What?
His head is facing
My boy! That's my son! Leave him alone!
I went down to grab you. She was just staring up at me.
Greatest acting performance in the entire series.
Yeah, so you guys make your way back through the completely dark halls, following Shay's ball bearings that he marked the halls where you went, as well as the halls that were trapped, and you make your way back successfully to the grate that leads back into the sewers.
I'm just in a nice conga line, I assume, because I can't see in the dark.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold the shoulders of whoever's walking in front of me.
Yeah.
We have a torch. Like, we have a lantern.
Yeah, we have
We have light lit?
Yeah, we have your stuff.
one of your thieves lanterns.
I'm sorry.
One of your two
I'm
thieves
sorry. No,
lanterns.
we have both of the thieves' lanterns.
Yes, but we only have one of them lit.
They're good-natured lanterns.
Good-natured
Yeah,
thieves
yeah,
lanterns.
just like the grappling hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
not
need
for
to get to places sometimes.
Castle, a turret? Where are you going? I mean, God's up there. God,
Come on
gotta
now.
climb to the sky.
It's a broken staircase, not one I'm not supposed to go on, just one I can't go on.
The 10-foot pole is not to disarm traps. It's fine. Yeah, then I guess if we got light, we're all Gucci. Back to the old sewer grate.
I forget how many hands I acquired while I was in here, but I'd like to leave them here so that I'm not
Sure.
found with them elsewhere.
That's fair. I think you took one of the hands off of the guard.
I know I still
yeah.
had at least one with me,
Yeah,
and I
you did.
can't recall if I grabbed another.
I
If
don't-
there are
I don't
any
think so.
stray body parts that I've acquired, I'd like to leave them here.
Sure, that's fair. Yeah,
All right.
Twig has
That's
a bunch
my
of
only
teeth.
request.
You took teeth, right?
I
Or was
took
it?
an eyeball.
You took the eyeball. That's right. That's right. You have the eyeball.
Whose?
Don't worry about it. Don't
That's
ask
right.
questions. We got you out, didn't we?
All right.
You have Thieves Lanterns, she has an eyeball. It's
Yeah,
fine.
dude, we're all bros in the end.
Yes, you're standing here at this grate that leads back to the sewers, and the man looks over at you. Well, suppose we'll talk out there, not in here.
Very well.
Pushes the gate down from where it was onto the blanket so that way it doesn't make noise in the sewer, and he and his men crawl through and leave you guys standing there.
I think we would probably follow.
Yep, go through.
Cool. Yeah, you guys make your way through back into this circular sewer area.
How many people are in their group?
It was him and 3 men, and now they have 1 extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All men.
Yes.
Elves, right?
No, they were human.
They're human?
Yeah.
Okay.
They picked the lock on this grate coming in.
They did.
What sort of lock is it? Is it part of the door?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Okay.
it's built into the door. It's not one that you can, like, cut out, essentially. Yeah.
And did they leave it? Did we leave it partially open? Like, does it latch automatically when it's shut, or does it need to be keyed back?
No, it would latch automatically when it's
Okay,
pushed
so
back.
we left it part way open then.
Yes,
when we
yeah,
got
they
in.
left it open because it's, completely dark.
Right,
It was
right.
left open.
Want to make sure that that's shut.
Yeah, as you guys make
as
your
we
way
are
out,
all out.
you push this shut and you hear it clunk back into place in whatever the locking mechanism is that holds this down. And you kind of like make your way along this circular area away from the grate a bit as they move down the hall and make their way down this larger sewer way that you guys went through and lead you back to the large cross area where all of the pipes kind of went off in the various different directions. And they kind of walk their way to the side, and he looks over at all of you. Glad you got your man.
I'm bleeding a lot.
Yeah,
Thank God I'm a paladin and I'm immune to diseases.
that's true.
Because all this shit water would be really bad for
It
my
would.
open wounds.
It would be really bad.
There's pathways.
There's concrete that
Yeah.
you're walking on. You're not in
We're
the shit
not
water.
traipsing through the...
Wait. Is there water down here, Dom?
Yeah, below.
Shit water.
In like the center? Mm-hmm. I want to walk on the shit water.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah.
What?
Bam!
No.
I can walk on shit water.
It's
Could
very
you always do
specific.
It is. Listen, I'm not a thief. But I don't know anything about sewers.
Do you think I can do that? I'll also walk on the water. But
You're floating, so you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So Dandelion hovers like an inch above the water, and
Yeah, good job.
how can you do that? You don't have wings.
I don't need them. I have feet.
Can you do that?
No?
I thought you had the high ground.
Yeah, but as was very thoroughly explained to me, I will not float on anything other than the bottom surface.
Oh, that's right. Of course.
And it has to be solid for some reason.
Probably so you can't
Anakin
walk.
fell. Anakin burned.
I suppose it is the high ground and not the high water.
I'll have to get a new pair of boots.
High water boots.
Yes.
Waiters.
I guess you guys know how to get out.
Yes.
This way.
I'd very much like to lie down.
Zoom forward.
Will you be all right on your own from here?
Yeah, we'll be fine. We're heading back to our guild.
All right.
Which one?
Thieves Guild.
Naturally.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It's in the wharf.
Very good. If we have use of such a thing.
Well, why we would?
These are my lanterns and totally not his.
I didn't want to have my thieves' tools.
I think we left it behind.
Do you have all this stuff or do I have it?
I think we left it behind.
Oh, that's right. we only took certain
brought
stuff.
what you
only
wanted.
certain items.
That's right. Okay.
I mean, my paladin tools. Or
Okay.
entry.
I'll hand you the hooded lantern.
Ooh, my favorite.
And
I missed you, hoodie.
I took some oil, but it's mine now. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can have it. I've got plenty of oil.
I bet you do.
For all that paladining.
Yep. Yeah, that one makes sense. That checks out.
Let's go home.
Yes, there is an entrance in the Sagging Dragon Tavern in the wharf.
Pardon me?
Sagging Dragon.
I don't suppose they're keen on letting non-members in.
Not particularly. I mean, if you pay, you can get in. It's not...
Is it a
It's
regular
secret.
tavern?
The tavern is, yes. It's secret, but it's not secret. There are areas in the Thieves Guild that even I can't go.
We're pretty good at keeping secrets.
You should be able to get into the upper levels at least.
How does the Thieves Guild feel about the Duke of Commerce?
Indifferent. I mean, we don't pay taxes, so it doesn't really matter.
That's fair.
Nice.
Thieves.
Like that guy.
We have a family to feed, so...
Prison
What did you
changed.
I don't know what anyone's talking about. I just did my time.
Marcus, do you have new tattoos?
Yeah, dude, all these bloody wounds are just tats. I got stabbed like 3 times.
Ooh.
My name is Theodore.
Teddy.
Sure, if you want, I guess.
It's our new best friend, Teddy.
There's also an entrance in down here to get into the Thieves Guild to not go through the tavern.
Alright, spin around and look at the names of the...
Mm-hmm.
Is one of them Thieves Guild? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just labeled Thieves Guild.
Just in common. Ye old thievery. Thieving town, dude. This guy Teddy Roosevelt? No. Damn it.
I imagine it's somewhere
Right,
near
stick.
Shush, Hold All Looties. AKA Steelbag People.
No, it's an offshoot off of Fake Mints that leads towards the wharf and the artisans district. There's a crack in the wall along with a symbol. You'll see it. We've made a tunnel.
Very well.
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go over there someday.
Could be a use for such people when there's not a Duke of Commerce.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll deal with him soon.
We should keep moving.
Do you have a handshake?
Ah, yes, of course. The handshake of a
Of
Thieves Guild member in the city.
Or a Teddy.
Ah, or a Teddy handshake.
We do have a Thieves Guild handshake, yes.
You wouldn't mind teaching it to...
Sure.
Oh, I'm very small. This is gonna be awkward.
It's going to be very awkward. Put your arm out.
He reaches up and like grabs here on your arm, and yours goes to like the edge of his wrist. So it doesn't really work. Yeah, it doesn't really work.
And you lock like you were locking a door.
Got it.
Yes,
Now I know.
Thank you.
of course. Good luck to all of you, I suppose, with whatever it is you're doing in this city. Bit of a strange bunch to be breaking into a prison.
Yeah.
Should probably do your best not to end up with any of you in there again. Seemed
well,
like a terribly unpleasant place to be.
I'm dying.
Yes.
Feel.
Get out of the shit water.
Ooh. It's warm.
Why are you down there?
Water's nice, dude.
Come on in.
I'm nice. Care for a swim.
Well, if you need assistance with anything, you know where to find me. Good luck.
He turns and the other men follow him down the fake mints tunnel. you guys are standing here alone now.
Where the hell is safe in this city for all of you?
Oh, this way.
In the shit tunnels still?
Well, we came in. Are we going out the way we came?
Do we ever leave the shit tunnels?
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
going to have to.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Into the entertainers district.
All right, we can fit in there, sure. Very good. Lead the way.
I didn't get notifications for these.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, well, like,
It's all the Elmos.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this and I was like, what the fuck?
what's happening today?
There's fire in the title.
Just zip forward.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking down this tunnel, you can see the moonlight cascading through the sewer grates essentially as you were walking back down, and you hear the sound of the cracks of thunder and brief flashes of light as rain begins to drip down into the sewers that you're walking on in the path opposite as you guys are on the other side across from where the grates are. And you make your way back down this dark tunnel, back down the tunnel that was labeled for the theater district that you came down originally, and make your way back to the grate that you made your way down that was left slightly ajar for you.
I'm going to pass Bloody Marcus my cloak.
Sure.
Since he's not cloaked.
Yes.
And probably the most obvious of us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll have to clean this later.
Better that than they just see you
See
again.
There he is!
I've heard of hiding in plain sight, but that would be
Ridiculous.
too literal.
Well, where did you guys stay? Do you have a house now, or?
Yes, we own property.
Whew, thank God.
It's beneath a different inn.
Beneath?
Yes.
You're sleeping like the basement?
There's friends
The
there.
cellar? Friends?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, friends?
Some people that have common cause with disposing of one Duke of Commerce.
Oh, very good. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Scarlet.
Scarlet?
What was
O'Hara?
Is it Arthur?
Arthur?
The dude on the road?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Arthur, a good man.
Stop it.
Got him.
I also tensed up a little bit.
This is my campaign, stop it!
What do you mean you tense
You don't
up?
get to do that to me.
I didn't tense up. How'd you tense up? Why are you scared of Mr. Arthur?
Arthur Harwood.
He's a good man.
I'm not scared of Arthur, but I mean, Wembley just beat the shit out of Nesgrim, so...
It's fucking great. I high-fived him. It was amazing. What do you mean?
Oh, yes, well, it'll be nice to see Arthur again and
Arthur
meet your
and-
friend Scarlet.
What's the other guy's name?
Captain Emmerich.
Emmerich. That's what it was.
You know Captain Emmerich.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who told us where you were.
A good man. Yes, he sent me the notices from you all. Thank you again. Well, to the cellar.
Yes. We'll have to go back out and through the city.
It's all right. Hopefully the cloak obscures me enough. I'll pull it up and make sure I have every bit of me as covered as perceivably possible.
Sure.
I'll follow you guys to wherever the fuck you take me.
Up and out.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys push this grate down and kind of peek out and look around a bit. And the only thing that you see in this alleyway is a very large, dark black oak funeral carriage with a black horse at the front. And leaning against it is the Wanderer with his very strange plague doctor mask. And he just kind of awaits looking at the sewer grate that you guys are coming out of.
Is that for us?
I thought you might need to be dead for some time. Not easy to move throughout the city now.
What's happening?
That's another friend.
Oh, right, of course. Just get the rest of the way out and let them up.
I just thought of the SpongeBob meme. Get in.
Yeah. Okay, get in.
Nobody will check such a cart,
No.
so we don't actually need to be
Not
appearing
literally.
dead, just in the...
Yes.
Got it. All right.
Sounds like a super good plan to me. I'm gonna hobble over towards this plague doctor, mortician.
Yeah, he walks to the back of this carriage, and you can see that, like, it's got some, like, kind of, like, gold filigree painted along the side with curtains along the side of the carriage to keep it private. And he pulls open the back, and there is a large padded area for essentially a coffin to be slid into the back. And Marcus just immediately crawls in.
Yeah, it's
the
the
back of
first
the
soft
carriage.
thing I felt in days. Just burrow my face into its glorious billowy texture.
As you, I'm gonna get in, and as you like climb in, I'm just gonna be like, it's closed casket. Just shut it on you.
My vampire bones feel at home.
Yeah, so you close Marcus into the casket that's, like, sunken slightly into the
Oh, there
velvet
is a
floor.
casket?
Yeah.
Oh.
The one. It's not. There's not 6 of them.
Oh, there's not.
Yeah, there's not 6 for all of them. But yeah, Marcus crawls into the, like, very softly lined coffin as you just close him in.
Just
Is there a lock inside? Can I
No, there's not a
Do
lot.
not
do not
disturb.
disturb sign on the little hatch?
Thank you for the lurk, CMS. Yeah, and you guys all crawl your way into the back of this carriage.
It might be a bit bumpy. Hold on to something.
Creaks the door shut, and you hear it lock.
Do I hear him say it's going to be a bit bumpy and I'm inside of a box now, Don?
Yeah, you hear him say that. It's a little mumbly, but you hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, how much room do I have between the lid
Not
and
a
my
whole lot.
face?
You're-
Just gonna take care of me. I'll just put my hands over my head so this way I don't break my face if we hit a bad bump.
That's fair. Yeah, and you guys sitting in the back of the carriage, you hear the snap of a whip as the carriage lurks forward slightly, and you are crackling through the streets as you hear the continued sounds of this storm in the background.
so we are going towards the tavern, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're saying you don't trust this man?
Dude, we got in his car.
Just gotta check.
He offered me candy.
Just checking.
We don't know his name.
I mean, if we go the opposite direction, like, come on, really? If he's like, no, you guys are actually going the opposite direction pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, you obviously can't see outside because of the curtains, but from the direction the carriage was pointed, it was pointed to get out of this alley and head back towards the other side of the city, and you've not felt it like
Hard turn.
Lurch in the
We haven't
direction.
Tokyo drifted out of the alley with the horses.
Right.
I need that as a campaign now, Don.
Tokyo drifting carriage.
Dude, could you imagine, as a great aside, a Fury Road style fucking campaign with carriage battles?
See, that's kind of what I want to do after this, because I talked to Paul a little bit about it. I want to do like a like gritty, slightly steampunky type of thing.
Like Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
steampunk.
Fizzlewick steampunk in an engine, dude.
I think the middle part of Avernus is supposed to be like
Yeah,
that.
with the
That's
hell
what I heard.
vehicles.
Yeah, it was like Mad
Really?
Maxy with the hell vehicles.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that because I think that would be fun.
Someday.
Or we could just go to hell.
I'm already in a casket, dude.
Campaign took a weird turn, but we're in hell now.
Yeah,
You
he
do
said he was taking
feel
us to
the
cellar.
carriage fear down.
Hell Town now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so if there's anything you guys would like to talk about amongst yourselves or with Coffin Boy while you are on your ride back.
Where'd you get that snazzy outfit? Not that one, the other one.
The captain's outfit?
No, the gemmed.
Oh, I don't know where that one came from. You're on your own.
Which one?
Just give him a shrug.
He
The really fancy outfit I came out in before I realized it.
was like, oh, we're going into the sewers.
The bedazzled outfit.
Yeah.
Give me my rhymes.
Putting on the Ritz.
He was dressed like a pimp.
He was. He was very fancy.
You didn't have a cane, right? That was your chance to say yes.
Not that you saw.
Retconned it.
So you
Going
just
to the
shrug. You
sewers,
just
why
give me
would you
the,
bring
the
a cane?
typical. All right. Just found it. I don't know what that means, and I'll just look at Twig.
Is it like a costume? I got nothing.
It was just fancy clothes.
But we've never seen you with fancy.
Designed specifically to be expensive and show it, including,
Okay.
whatever fashion is in the current style. Precious metals and gems are worked into it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, for 33 episodes, you wore a clown outfit.
Oh, absolutely.
So it
No,
was-
I'm not
with
saying it's not
makeup on
weird.
your
I'm just
face.
saying it wasn't like crazy looking.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah,
is
no.
kind of crazy that I was wearing
Absolutely.
it, I guess.
Yeah, it was crazy in that sense, is what I meant.
Yeah,
not
it was like,
crazy
okay, I've seen you steal a captain's outfit and impersonate him, and then you come out like that. It's like
I assume you slaughtered a pimp somewhere in the night.
I mean, it wasn't purple velvet.
Was that even originally your clown outfit? Okay.
Cuddle my lantern.
Is it going?
Oh, hoodie. No.
All right, I was just wondering. Just look at Twig nervously.
Just shifty.
Is your eye in your bag, or do you just like have it?
Just
Fuck it.
Is it like hanging out, or like the nerves
The nerve
hanging out of the
endings.
pocket?
I mean,
Can be now.
you have like a lot of interesting items.
Yes.
So, like, does the eye really look out of place, or
I never want to see that inventory.
Like a grotesque pocket watch.
check the time. You just point the eyeball at the watch.
you've had some like toe bones in there for a while?
Yeah.
And it says it
Toes.
somehow.
Need the eye effect now.
No, how did you get it?
I mean, I'm gonna try to like take a brief nap inside my coffin.
Sure.
I respect if it's only a few minute drive. I don't know where we're going, but I'm very tired with a lot of pain.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick back and chill.
Cool. Anybody else? Anything?
I'll sit on top of the coffin.
Do I hear something on the coffin?
I'm gonna say that she, being a foot tall and is under 10 pounds, that's some solid wood. I would say it doesn't make much of a sound as she like floats on top of it because she is so light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just nestle in with old hoodie.
Are you kicking your feet though?
Probably
I-
sitting like cross-legged on.
Okay,
On
I was
top
gonna
of
say
it.
if you were kicking your feet, then Marcus for sure.
Bam,
is
bam,
banging.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the carriage continues down through this storm. About 15-20 minutes goes by, and you guys feel it suddenly lurch to a stop. And you hear footsteps outside, and you hear the lock slide open, and the carriage doors are pulled open as the sounds of the rain are immediately much louder from you actually being able to hear outside now. And the wanderer is standing there, no mask this time.
We are across the street. You should be cloaked in darkness. It is very late.
I'll knock on the casket.
Hmm.
We're here.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, Dandelion, you hear Dandelion slide off of the casket lid.
You all right?
Let's bring back up.
You okay?
Yep. Let's go.
Why were you sitting on the box?
There wasn't a lot of room.
Look around. Was there ample room for the 1 foot person to sit?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't like that roomy, but she could have fit.
All right. That's fair.
We should go.
Yes. Are you... do you have a cloak on?
No, I'm this big.
We transported her in my cloak last time.
Yeah.
Which you're wearing.
Open my cloak.
Hide inside. Shimmer will curl up in the hood.
Hold the baby.
Very good.
Turn to the wanderer. You don't happen to have any extras of those?
I could make one for you. Would that be helpful?
Possibly.
What are you getting?
One of those cool masks.
Young master.
You can match Twig.
What?
Do you want a mask?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Dandelion, would you like a mask?
I don't think it would fit me right now.
For maybe one, could you make a very small one for Dandelion?
Yes.
Would you like a small one or a bigger one?
Mr. Pigeon, would you care for one of these? If it's not too much to ask.
No. Do you have a preferred skin?
Excuse me.
Animal skins.
Right.
Man! The ultimate beast!
Dwarf, please. It's very hardy.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Sink the Dragon, thank you for the
God damn it,
$300.
Thank you.
Seriously, thank
God
you.
almighty. Well,
Okay.
we're paid for the next 3 months. Thank
Right.
you very much.
We've done it.
Sincerely.
Good God. Thank you
Really
very
appreciate
much.
it.
We
Thank
genuinely
you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Can actually continue straight. We're safe.
For the rest of the year.
Yeah, right. Oh, God, thank you.
Do you have a preferred animal skin
What do you mean?
to make the mask out of?
Why would you?
Do you have a recommendation?
Dear.
Deer, sheep, cow.
What is your preference?
I use cow. It is most plentiful.
Yeah, I'm definitely insight checking that. For
Sure.
Oh,
The
no.
plentiful part.
No! The material! Come on. Oh, God.
lying?
I think it's human skin.
I'd like it to be as near to authentic as possible, so
Of course.
you're the expert.
He already speaks in a very odd manner.
Possible to read.
Yeah, impossible to tell how old he is.
Okay. Him too? I'm getting concerned.
Impossible to tell, dude.
No, yeah, it's impossible to tell.
Okay.
It with his speech pattern and anything, like you haven't detected any like modifications in his weird.
Right, gotcha.
tones
It's
or
human
anything.
skin. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
The other, trappings of your station. I don't suppose you have any, old ones you're not using any longer.
I might be able to gather some, yes.
Excellent. If you wouldn't mind.
No trouble at all.
It would be
Anything
most
to
helpful.
help.
Most helpful indeed.
Of course. I will be at your service should you need to move throughout the city and become dead once more.
Appreciate it.
You
It's
can.
really nice in that coffin.
It is comfortable.
Is that where you sleep?
Yes. Not in the carriage. I have one in my home.
Very nice.
Thank you.
We didn't need this.
Reaches
What are you
over.
holding?
It's a necklace.
Okay. That's nice.
Keep it in case it comes in handy in the future.
What's it do?
It, should the wearer choose, it will put them into a state indistinguishable from death for a time.
I like that very much. Dandelion, do you still have the necklace?
Yeah, he handed it back to her.
Might I look at it?
Don't put it on.
Oh, no,
I mean,
no,
I get-
no.
If,
Why would I put it on right now,
we don't.
Dandelion? We're in the company of friends. I'm so tired! Let me die! Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a common necklace, like nothing weird visibly distinguishing about it. No, like, odd gemstone sets.
No, I mean it's a little wooden skull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is very nice. Do you want to continue to hold it?
I'll hold it.
There you go.
Put it back in my.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's like the only thing in my bag that.
Yes, we'll figure out some kind of good use for that, I'm sure. Much
Very
appreciated. It won't wear off anytime soon, will it?
No, the enchantment will stay, but it will only last an hour once activated.
An hour.
And the user must be willing.
All right.
As I told your friends, it cannot be ended early. So please be careful with it.
Understood. Thank you.
Should you need anything, please speak with Scarlet and she will contact me.
Thank you. Is your home nearby, friend?
Yes, it is.
I mean, he doesn't need to tell me like exactly where he lives. I just wanted to make sure that he's near in case we needed him in a fast time frame.
I live next to the Scholars' Quarter in the Tombs. Where the bodies are buried.
Do you live in like a one-bedroom apartment, or is there like a second room?
Is it a loft? What are we talking about?
Yeah, like what kind of...
Did you get the dungeon extension? Or
It is a small, modest cottage.
Sounds very nice.
Next to the what?
The tombs.
In the tombs, next to the Scholars' Quarter, near the archives.
Good to know.
I find
you.
it comforting to be surrounded by the dead.
Yes. As one of your profession would probably be.
Not very talkative, but they do tell stories.
Yes,
Do-
they do.
is he wearing gloves?
Yeah, he's got black gloves on.
Okay.
Got
Well,
bone fingers.
thank you. I'll cut you off and just say thank you again, and I'll
Of
shake his
course.
hand.
His face is showing, right?
Hmm?
What does
Yeah,
he look like again?
He's a, like, not gaunt, but very thin, pale, elvish man. Brown hair, green eyes.
Do I need to do a temperature check?
No, you can
Touch
feel...
his face.
No.
You can tell he's dead.
Thank you so much.
been
No, I
most
mean,
helpful.
his hands don't feel like freezing cold or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, they're like thick leather gloves, but
Right,
you
yeah.
don't detect like a weird chill.
Just
from them or
regular
anything.
temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just it's not like really hot either. 1,000 degrees.
Oh my, that would be so much worse.
A fire
Oh, sweet, we found the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
What?
I compared him to Ether last time.
You did, yes. He doesn't look like Ether. Obviously, your character doesn't know that, but
But he is elvish.
he is Elvish and he's called the Wanderer.
Motherfucker.
The cellar, tavern, place.
Indeed.
Good luck.
Enjoy your night, sir.
You as well.
Thank you.
Quick question for you. Him, is he what type of elf?
I think last time I said Wood Elf.
What elf?
Yeah.
John Dar, high elf?
John Dar's a high elf, yes.
What about the guards?
Guards are high elves.
High elves, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Follow the people towards ye old Sleepy Time Tavern.
Yeah, you guys make your way across the alley as you kind of like duck across the street into the Last Lantern Tavern, and it's fairly dark at this point. There's not really any more patrons at this hour. It's pretty late as this storm continues to rage outside, and you guys make your way to the back, and you see a lantern light, and you see Scarlet peek over the counter. You're back. Come on. I'll let you in.
What does this thing look like, Doctor?
What?
Something peeked over a counter.
Yeah, so you see a 5 foot tall, elvish, sort of fey looking in the way that Dandelion does, like just a little different, with auburn hair, bright blue eyes, and you can see that her left hand is very badly burned and scarred.
And you said she's behind a counter?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll walk over towards the counter and I guess pull Dandelion out and set her on it. Look!
Yes, I saw her before.
This is our friend. This is Scarlet.
Alright, nice to meet you, Scarlet.
You're the big one, Marcus, right?
Yes, the big one, Marcus.
Dandelion was telling me about all of her friends.
Oh. It's very nice of you, Dandelion.
Rin. What did you say he did again? It's no matter. We should come inside
Something
first.
to do with bread, I think.
I don't
maybe.
remember. Come on. She runs past and begins to slide the boxes out of the way, revealing a door in the back of the kitchen that she pushes into the wall and kind of beckons for you guys to go down the stairs.
Do you think I'm a traveling bread sampler?
I mean,
Is that not what you... I thought that's what you did.
No.
You're gonna walk down the secret place.
yeah.
What do you do then?
We can talk about it later.
Okay. You have sampled a lot of bread.
I think it was only one town.
There was ice cream in the other town.
Yes.
You did go on that date.
Didn't know it was a date. It's a surprise date.
Okay, so you hear that as you're walking down the stairs, as the rest of them follow behind, and Scarlet follows in and pulls the door closed and kind of like gets some of the boxes in front of it as she follows down behind you and walks down the stairs. You see Arthur sitting at a table in the basement of this rather large area, about 10-foot ceilings. It's completely underground. There's no windows or anything, but there are several doors to different rooms leading off on the side. But this is just a large, like, rectangular area.
Okay.
Essentially the same size as the tavern above.
Okay.
But just
Underground.
Arthur, you're alive. You all made it back.
We found him.
Thank God.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm assuming you assisted?
As much as I could, I suppose.
as you're talking, you see cloaked figures in the corner of the room point towards Marcus and just start whispering amongst themselves.
You got friends, Arthur?
Yes. Fellow people interested in the cause of what we're doing. Worshippers of Vilmada.
Oh. Alright. Well, I suppose thank all of you for however you assisted my friends in rescuing me. Is there like a table and chairs that I can sit at?
Yeah, he's sitting at it. He would have
Yeah.
stood when you walked over.
Sure.
But yeah, he stands and you sit at this table. The rest of you sitting as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would just sit down and like rub my eyes and be like, so the cause? Safe in Greymore, I'm assuming?
Yes, removing Jandar.
Yes, he is a very difficult to find man. But I saw him once. And, well, he definitely made every effort to kill me. But thank you again, all of you.
Of course.
You said it was important that the Shaw bloodline died.
Yes, there are a great many guards in this city that still believe what was done to your family was wrong.
It was.
Yes. But they are afraid. And had your bloodline ended, it would have been much more difficult for them to act against Jandar.
Certainly.
As you're talking, these cloaked figures walk up and like grab Marcus's hand and look at his wrists as they just begin whispering to themselves. You hear just he who sits upon the rack.
What are you
And
doing?
they begin walking and looking at all of you, and they just like peek down and look. Or do you have your hood up like you do?
My
now?
hood's up and my hand's on my blade.
That's fine. They just look at you.
I'm gonna get up in their face and look at them.
Companions.
Did you say Bilbo Baggins?
The companions.
Oh, companion!
Yes.
No. Bilbo Baggins.
And he
Look at...
Bilbo's here.
Can I
Again?
help you?
Sorry. And the older man
cloaked looks over at Shay, the man that you spoke with, Warner.
I need to tell you the rest of the story, all of you.
All right. You
I
should
need-
probably start from the beginning.
I need to retrieve it first.
I think I should probably wait.
Where is it?
It is buried. I have to get it.
All
Stay
right.
here.
We can't.
That was the plan.
Do we have bets?
Are they still holding my hands?
No.
Okay.
They're just kind of like looking at all of you.
What's happening?
We have rooms here, right?
We're gonna need them.
I apologize for my abruptness, but things are being apparently set in motion. I told your friend, he inquired about why there are cloaked people such as myself hiding out here, interested in removing Jandar.
Mm-hmm.
Our people worship the god Ilmater. We are not allowed to worship freely in the city. Ilmater used to be worshipped here, but long ago, his worship was removed in favor of torment here. It is forbidden to worship Ilmater here.
Why?
I do not know. But there is a story of a knight who was caged and freed by his companions. And I told your friend that there are times that this has possibly come to pass before but has not. But you've returned, along with all of your friends. All of you returned alive.
Might have been the other guys.
Yes, they did make it out as well.
It's Harry Potter Neville Longbottom. Who is it?
Damn it! I wanted to be Neville.
I didn't say it was you.
Oh, good. Phew, Neville gets hot, dude. What?
Yeah, but you don't use a sword. You don't use a sword, right?
Doesn't he kill the basilisk with the sword?
Yeah, you don't use the sword.
I stabbed a man to death with a sword on my first time with a sword
He
as
kills
this
Nagini
character.
with the sword.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh,
The
that's
basilisk
right. Yes.
died in the second
yeah,
one. With
yeah,
the,
yeah,
with
forever ago. I confused my snakes. All right.
I heard someone make that same mistake like a week ago. too.
Confused their snakes.
Yeah, so I say that to them.
Specifically
So it could have been the other guys.
Okay.
I do not think so. He is a knight, is he not?
My father was, and I inherited his title and his items.
We've heard the things that you all have accomplished in this city, if that does not make him, and by extension all of you, knights of some sort. I cannot believe this is coincidence. There is a storm outside. It's written in the story.
Whatever it is you need to get, please get that.
Yes, I will return in a few hours. I have to obtain it.
Thank you.
We should
You
sleep.
have a bit of a journey ahead of you. I know that your plan is to remove Jandar, but I think there are things that can help you first in this story.
All right. Thank you.
Of course,
He turns and rushes off along with the other cloaked figures that follow behind him.
How wild-eyed was that guy?
Not very wild-eyed at all. Like he was.
So it wasn't like,
Like map head.
No.
Oh my god!
It was like Dumbledore. Harry? Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Like that type of like holy shit, but not like not crazy eyes.
so you're telling me this guy's pitching me a conspiracy theory, but he doesn't have the conspiracy theory look?
He's got to go. No, exactly. And he's got to go get it. It's right there.
Iffy. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe him.
There's no tinfoil hat. No tinfoil wizard hat.
Yeah,
Yet. You might have to get it.
it's buried with the story.
You might be on something.
Tinfoil wizard hat?
Yeah.
I do like that, actually. Yeah, so they rush out, and you see them as they're walking. They begin to take their cloaks of Ilmater off as they are heading upstairs and out into the night.
All right. Well, that was strange. Been back for like 2 minutes. Oh.
I don't know their names.
Okay.
I know Scarlet.
The
I
ego
know, I
one
think-
is Werner.
Werner. All right.
Mm.
And you know Scarlet?
Mhm.
Does Scarlet run the tavern?
She
Is
bakes
Scarlet
bread.
here?
Yes. She looks over. Yes, I do.
Does she own the tavern?
I don't think you were told. I think actually, yes, you were told. She does own it,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, she told you.
Yeah.
Is there food?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Do all of you want food? Are you hungry?
I have not eaten in days. It would be very
Of
much
course.
appreciated. Thank you.
I'll get some soup. She runs.
Oh,
It's good soup.
Dashes up the stairs.
Just gonna place my head on the table. Just like forehead down.
Pat Marcus on the.
Oh my god, not a moment's rest, Dandelion.
You can rest now.
Oh, thank God. That cloaked man is gone. Whew. Yeah, just like head down and be like, Arthur, do you know anything about... Are you one of the worshippers of Ilmater?
No.
All right.
I'm not a religious man myself.
All right. How did you come to know these people? Just through travel?
Yes, several of my people, they try to find good people in cities, people that are not necessarily down and out on their luck, but people that need helping. As I've said, that is my primary goal. We travel around and try to help people, but we have to have connections in places, even though we don't generally stop in cities, we are always moving. So there still has to be some of us who, should we need people or need to hide, we
Yes,
can.
connections.
Yes. They are people within this city that naturally have the ability to communicate in secret.
Do you have connections then within the Thieves Guild as well? We met a few men down in the sewers.
We have a few, not many. It's harder to gain their trust, but there are a few good men.
Certainly. I think the information gathered from the Thieves Guild is best left to the thieves. Twig?
I'm not a thief.
Just staring at the eyeball.
Don't-
like just lost in thought.
Don't project.
Oh,
We're talking about that inventory now.
I've never stolen a thing in my life.
I'm gonna put the bullseye lantern on the table and slide it toward him.
Ballsy!
It's bullseye.
Oh, sorry.
I don't actually need
Must
the
have
oil.
misheard.
I don't actually need the oil. Here you go. I don't want hot merch.
I'm gonna grab my oil back. Oh, thank you. Flasky. Yeah, what about my inventory?
I don't know. Where's the paper? Who has it? Because it was insane.
I don't believe I have it.
I might have it. Let's see.
I only
I don't
have
think it's
tiny books.
insane.
It's getting close.
Whoa.
No, I don't have it either.
Well, then there's no evidence against me, Don. That's
no,
all
there
I'm
was an
hearing.
insane. There was a grappling
Did you have
hook.
Lawrence?
Two-hooded
I
lan-
did not have it last.
It was on the table.
As to say, it was on the table.
Did you really? He was in here last and he took it, didn't he?
I've done no such
Says,
thing.
oh no.
Oh no! It's been.
I leave that behind.
All right.
Any other of Marcus's stuff that I would have had, I would
Oh, thank
pass
God.
back to him.
Yep.
Just so I don't forget
My
to do so.
blanket, my crowbar,
Crowbar,
my
grappling hook. Yeah. Okay. The hood of the
my,
lantern.
my
To be fair, I also
lanterns,
have a crowbar.
my multiple
He
sets
gave,
of
which
locks
he gave
and
you.
keys,
He gave you the first crowbar.
my whistle and shovel.
What do you need all this for?
You never know what problems you're going to run into.
Gonna pass him the new set of manacles that we acquired just in
Ooh.
case. I know how much you enjoy it.
Yes, these are nice and heavy and thick. My
At least
favorite.
those make sense.
Oh yeah, I mean, so does the other things. You never know when criminals might be running into hard-to-reach places. My father and I used to have to raid bandit dens. Sometimes they would have towers. Ha! Then my father would go up and, kill them.
It's a strange.
You
With them
you
all.
had you may have had the strangest childhood I've ever heard of.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, a strange mirrored combination of farming by day and hunting criminals at night.
When did you sleep?
Well, not often. Sometimes my father and I and the expeditions to find the bandit dens would take days. And I would do my best to keep watch for him. I wasn't the most acrobatic boy, but Still athletic enough to climb a tree and give him some kind of vantage point. My father was the one in the armor, so it's significantly harder for him to climb. Hence the knowledge about the importance of grappling hooks. Usually I dig the shovel into the ground, tie the rope, grappling hook up. All makes sense. Very paladin, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely how they do it.
Old McBatman had fun.
Yeah, really. Okay, if that makes sense to you.
It was what needed to
Look
be
at
done
Shay,
in the
like,
moment.
what the
That sounds reasonable enough.
Sure.
Taking notes.
I would have the whistle
That's
in
very
case I
good.
saw
It was
something.
a
I could alert
Batman.
him. I had a small, weird-shaped bat-like knife that I would throw in the sky, cast light upon it, and my father would know where to go. I've seen it!
Have a mode of transportation.
Ooh, we had a small black carriage.
Kind of like the Wanderers.
Right? I felt very at home in that casket.
Jeez.
This little detachable two-wheeled thing that came out from the front.
I rode in a little sidecar. Just me with a hammer. Just bopping
Your
people.
little yellow mask around your eyes.
Just DK64 on the mine carts, just bonking them.
Sounds like high stakes whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm. It was very dangerous, and we caught a lot of criminals. My father was very prolific when it came to understanding the mind of a bad man and hunting him down. And something he had made sure that he wanted to teach me.
Is that why we have to go after John Dar?
Well, yes, you have to be able to think and act like a bad man to be able to catch a bad man. Hence the belongings of a bad man.
So you admit it.
I mean, they are definitively the belongings that typically are used by criminals, yes. It also gives me the opportunity, should I ever be caught, try to explain myself in a different way as opposed to just being a knight looking out for crime. Could be one of them. And I hit them with the hammer.
Has that trick worked before?
No, I've never done it.
Good.
Someday maybe we'll try it.
And
We've got that nice necklace now.
The young master has a different tactic. He just goes on dates with the bad man. Isn't that right, young
Also
master?
a very good way to get information.
Sure.
Did you not get information during your date?
Not a ton.
Ooh. Who did you go on a date with?
It was John Dar.
Yeah.
Pardon me? You were banging the man that was beating me?
Again,
Personal
no.
invitation.
It
This
wasn't.
love triangle's gotten very uncomfortable.
No. It's the push and the smush. It's fine.
It's your guys' team name.
Right? It works.
You guys are a tag team. Adoris' favorite tag team. The next time we go to the pillow fighting ring.
And in the right corner, push and smush. How did you meet John Dar?
What do you mean? He thought I was somebody else.
What do you mean?
He thought I was a different person.
Too many Wrens in the city.
Too many Wrens in the city.
Isn't that right?
Well, he's looking for a wren.
I think it's different.
Wren.
Right, Wren. That's what I said.
No, wren.
What's happening? Did I have a stroke in jail?
They sound the same, don't they?
Ren? Yes.
See?
Did you hear the same thing both times?
Yes.
Oh
Wren.
boy. Is there a
I
doctor
heard-
around
I
here?
heard two separate names.
Okay, good.
Ren and Red?
Ren, yes.
Okay.
Why
One is an E, one is an I.
Did he say anything about this person for why he was looking for them?
Apparently they play a fun game where Ren disguises him or herself.
You said her.
Herself. And I don't know, it was hard to get.
Sounds like a sex thing.
That's what I thought too.
It's like hiding
is
the
what we
emperor.
Oh dear.
And the reason they called it a date was because I was obviously fed and bathed in moonlight.
Obviously.
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 I would not have assumed the bathing in moonlight had it not been told to me.
Isn't it obvious?
Because Ren disguises herself. Moonlight reveals the disguise.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Like what Twig did?
Twig did?
I believe so.
Set him on fire. Did you get set on fire?
No.
Then it's not the same.
It worked really well. For setting
Effective
someone
for
on
its own
fire.
purposes. Effective for its own purposes.
Can you control whether or not they are set on fire?
I don't know. I've only done it once.
Oh. How did you do it? If you don't mind me
I
asking.
got mad.
You got mad.
Yeah. And he just set on fire.
What?
Remind me never to piss off Twig.
I mean, that's how it works, Marcus, really.
Does she got mad and a man was set on fire?
You were there.
I know, but I didn't know that was her doing it. I was dying on the ground.
So I guess, how did she do it? Was it just grr, or was it a
I
spell?
believe it was, don't touch him.
Yeah.
So someone touched Mr. Pigeon, and then you set them on fire.
Yeah, I would say that Twig did a series of motions that kind of like, if you were to look at it, kind of traced her tattoos in the air.
Okay.
And then...
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it works.
All right, so she used magic.
Yes.
Have you ever used magic before?
Really?
Well, I mean, you did.
I guess the one time.
Wait, what one time?
That
One time. I thought you meant there was another one
That would
time.
be
No, the time we were there for.
That's why I was confused.
They didn't hit you in the head a lot, did they?
They did, actually. You know those knuckles? I got literally beaten to death with them multiple times.
They were very effective for head beating when Mr. Pigeon was using them.
Yes.
I beat him every episode.
Yeah. Literally multiple times a day I was beaten.
So just slide them across the table too.
Oh, God. Well, yeah. These are definitely the same things.
Just gesture to
You do not want them? Oh, that's fair. Well, John Dar intended to beat me to death with these. I feel very poetic to beat him to death with these instead. Try them all.
Yeah, I mean, they fit pretty well. There's like a latching mechanism that kind of squeezes the metal on the
Sure.
sides,
Okay.
like how handcuffs work.
Gotcha. This way also they can like kind of expand if your
Yep,
hands
if
are
your
a little
hand's
bigger.
bigger, yeah.
Ugh. I might not be ready to fight, but I am also at the same time very ready to
You
fight.
should probably take a nap first.
We
I'm going
need
to wear
soup.
these.
We need
So a
soup.
couple naps in your
Soup.
case.
Yes.
Nap.
A soup nap.
A soup nap.
Might with these.
Soup nap's a good time.
Then a nap, and then a soup nap.
Snap.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'll take them off and put them in my bag.
It will
Well-
be a few days' time till we're ready to assault the castle, and you will
Pardon me?
be.
I'm
fighting-
sorry?
What? The castle.
Hold on. Let's...
You will not be assaulting the castle.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna say we skipped
What-
some steps from
what a
soup to
relief.
assault.
The other guards that I.
Oh, like a
What were you
revolt
using?
with Captain Emmerich.
Yes.
Yes, understood. That I can understand.
We
Captain
need to
Emmerich was
lure
very
John
eager.
Dar out for you.
Lure him out into the city.
Yes.
Does he live in the castle?
No.
Interesting.
Or no, he does not.
This is Arthur, right? Talking?
Yes.
Okay.
We've heard word from someone working within the church. He does something there at night sometimes.
Bathe people in moonlight, maybe?
Possibly.
Really good Elvish wine, by the way.
With
Uh-huh.
It's like it was quite the day.
That was all it took. Just a couple of glasses of the good elvish stuff.
The next thing you know, you're bathing in moonlight.
The moonlight was first.
They got me really
Brigade.
relaxed.
with dying soldiers.
Certainly.
Sorry?
Makes sense.
Some sort of ritual.
Oh, I mean, he did tell me that he steals souls.
That's a... What?
Yes, he told me that he has an unlimited supply of souls here. And that's why he continues to make sure that he wages war with the North. You didn't get that on your date?
Sounds
He
like...
didn't suck the soul right out of you?
So I walked in there with Detect Magic on.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't glowing. No, not like a fiery red, nothing fun like that. Okay.
No,
All
like
right.
super Lich King essence picked up.
Just, all right. Okay. Well, that's news.
Yeah.
Anything else that he likes to collect? Like, pipes.
The Tempest flowers that we're looking for Twig.
The real ones or the fake
I
ones?
saw him eat a soul. I saw it.
What?
I'm sorry, you saw what?
That's been the greatest reaction. But what? You saw? How did he do it?
Well, see, I thought I didn't know it was real. I woke up, I thought it was a dream, but I was there. I was there, and I saw him eat a soul. And Lathander gave me the ability to set people on fire. I didn't know I could do it, and then I did it. So
When was this?
This is a lot to process.
it's been a while.
Are there other people near us?
No, there's no one else in here.
It's just
It's just
Arthur, because
Arthur.
Scarlett's out doing the suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also just like slide a seed into the center of the table.
Seed?
It was from him.
When?
You
We-
got
we
a
stole
seed
it.
from him.
Yeah, we stole
You stole the seed? She stole the seed.
the goggles
In the dream?
We broke in.
Just you put my head down.
To what? What did you break into?
I'm so
To
confused.
the Duke of Commerce office.
You broke into his office.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Is that what you were coming back from when we found you?
What was that?
I guess a lot happened in those 4 episodes I was being beaten.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Okay, so is that a seed of the Tempest flower, you believe? Alright. Rin, did you detect magic on the seed? Or have you not seen the seed yet?
I haven't seen the seed.
This
Yes,
is a
they
seed.
didn't tell us about the...
Alright, so we've got a new seed, we've got dreams, we've got soul eating, and we've got lighting people on fire.
I think she said it wasn't a dream.
It wasn't... how did you get there?
I don't know. I woke up.
So you fell asleep, and then while you were asleep,
And then I woke up and I was
in...
in the castle. I'm assuming
Okay.
it was somewhere.
And was it just Jandar and this man you saw him eat the soul of?
Yes.
What did it look like?
Was there anybody else in the dream there when she saw Jandar eating the soul of the man?
You remember that there was a shorter cloaked figure that led Jandar in, and they were talking about how he was like, "Oh man, how long do I have to keep doing this? Like to save these poor soldiers that are dying?" And then the smaller man left.
To save. the
Who said
soldiers.
that?
Yeah, who
The
said that?
small cloak.
Jandar
cloak.
said that
John?
to the
Okay.
smaller person.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did it look like?
Is he doing?
The soul eating, but... It's like eating a sandwich?
Does his soul look like?
Yeah, let me pull up the document.
Nice BL.
Do you have any context for soul eating?
I imagine.
Do any of us
I
have any
think Soul
context
Eater
for soul eating?
is what I'm imagining. That like
The anime? Soul
Yeah.
Eater?
just the souls are like these
Make
little
me
like
a history check, history
these little
boy.
squeaky.
Snacks.
They're not really. They're like
Yeah, they're like
Oh,
little ethereal,
baby.
like goopies.
Son, do
Eats
I have any context for this soul eating?
You might also make me a history check.
As a religious man associated with souls,
You also might make me a history check.
do I understand anything about souls?
Yeah, I mean, I think conceptually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't understand anything about souls.
Yeah, I don't really need to make like a hey, do I know about soul eating?
Sure.
Like, I just wanted to know that I definitively, as the religious person of the party,
Sure.
like have a grasp of souls, the spiritual essence that they are, and whatever they might theoretically be used for
Sure.
in consumption.
Sure, absolutely.
Cool.
Yes.
22.
Okay.
I rolled a 5. I want to clarify. Not soul eating in general, but this instance of soul eating.
Got it. No, I don't think so. Yes, no. Okay, so what you would know about, what you would associate the word soul eating with is that you would know that as someone is dying, souls can be absorbed by or stored in objects. And that is likely what you would associate Twig saying soul eating to.
You said can be absorbed by or stored in objects?
Yes.
So I have no context for people eating souls.
No.
Okay.
Yes. No. And what Twig would describe this looking like, she would tell you that blue wisps kind of like unraveled from this person and funneled into the flower around his neck, like hanging around his chest.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes into the object.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
what
he's
she
not
would.
That's very
Physically.
different than him
It
eating
is.
the souls.
Soul
Yeah.
with his mouth.
Yes.
A little salt on it.
Put it in a blender, make a little smoothie. Good soup.
All right.
Would you tell him any of the things that he said, or would it just be like visual stuff? Because I know it hasn't been that long in game, but it's been like forever since we've played.
Yep. I can't remember.
I have it written, so if you would tell them, I can convey some of that stuff. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know if you would or
Yeah,
would not.
I'll tell them everything.
Okay.
Lay it all out there.
Yeah. So
I saw it. I saw him eat a soul. What?
Cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
Yeah, right?
yeah. So she would tell you that there were 4 soldiers in suits of armor in the church.
Of course, that's where you have to do it.
Yeah. And she saw Jandar walk towards the first man and begin tracing runes in the air, and watched as some of the color kind of went back into this man's face, essentially like on the brink of death, now not the brink of death anymore. Before suddenly Jandar pulls a dagger from his cloak and slices across the man's throat with a shadowy black spectral blade. And as this soldier coughed and sputtered blood, he pulls his head towards the soldier's head towards his chest as these wisps begin to unravel from him, kind of like mummy bandages being like unwrapped off of the top of the head, funneling towards the flower. And he said the sentence, "Shh, shh. Into the perils and dangers of war you walked alone, but now forevermore you'll walk with me in the shadows." And then moved to the next soldier, and that was where her vision ended.
I was hoping he would have said, "I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier."
Damn.
Yeah, so that's what she would describe to you.
That sounds pretty spooky.
It was.
Dumb. Should I make another one?
For-
Do you want me to make it for that sentence?
No, I mean, I would say that it's from what Mark has said that Jandar told you about this war to the north. He is essentially alluding to the fact that, like, you fought in this war that I kind of devised, and now you're going to live in this flower and walk with me instead.
And it
because-
is a tempest flower, right?
Yes,
So it's the
it's the false flowers.
so it's the what is it? It's the black petals and like the lightning in it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the fake one.
I don't know. Huh. Okay.
It's pretty scary.
When did this happen again?
A while ago.
A while ago?
It hasn't been that long. I don't know exactly how long, but
Day or two, I would think so.
probably.
Did you know who John Doerr
let me
was?
look back through my notes. Hold on.
I think it was right before we got to the city, right?
I think so.
Before we got to the city. Oh,
Like the
shit.
day, I
Okay.
think.
It's fine if you can't find it. It's not that important.
No, I got it because it is important as to when that happened.
Was it before or after his date?
I think it was in Southport that this happened.
Yeah, it would have been before.
Oh, it was in Southport?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
It was shortly after she
Yeah, it was
became the
episode-
Guardian, right?
Yes, it was episode 22. This was after you guys defeated the Gilded Mask. You guys went back to your rooms to sleep, and that was the same night that you had your dream as well, with the storm when it was raining.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was in Southport. That was the night before.
That was in Southport?
Yeah, we beat the Gilded Mask in the cave and then back in the city of Southport itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rested before we left. And then we had the tavern on the road.
Yeah,
It's
it was.
been raining
It
a
was the
lot.
day. It was the night. It was essentially the night after that. It was before the interrogation. Before you went back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
That was a while ago.
Oh, yeah, it was. That's a long time.
13 episodes ago.
So, a young master, you've made a blade with your magic.
Yes.
Twig, did it look like the blade young master has made?
Sorry.
You're
Did-
okay.
did the
when
blade
he
look
makes
like Shadow
Blade, does the blade that John Dar is looking or using look like?
Similar but not identical. I would tell you that it, as Twig describes it, it would remind you more of the blade that the assassin used in the Gilded Mask.
Gotcha.
The weird, like, kind of like lightning-y shadow blade. That was,
Okay,
like,
so
crackly a
it's
little
not
bit.
physical.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
This guy sounds really, really dangerous.
Sounds like he doesn't want to do it.
Then why would he do it?
I don't know.
He does not want to die, is what he told me. That he will not die and that he will take Greymore and rule it for himself. He said that he has severed himself from the Black Flowers. And that Greymore is now his and his alone. That he is not one of the Black Flowers, but kind of, I suppose, in the same way that the Gilded Mask was a separation or offset from the Shadowed Thorns?
Shadowed Thorns.
Shadowed Thorns.
Yeah, not, I've written and said shattered
I know.
several times. Shadowed, yes.
I believe that that is probably where his connections lay, in the Shadowed Thorns. That he is not now still allied himself with the Black Flowers and has taken things under his own direction. But I think he does it because he does not want to die. It also makes sense for your necromancy, as far as what you detected in the magic for the flowers, when you picked up the residual energy of it.
Right.
If he is draining the life or draining the soul. But that is not what your queen used it for, no?
No. She wouldn't do that.
Okay. It's fine, right? Okay. We know that there were other magics in there as well. Could have been possible their original origins for what she did. that the flowers themselves are just some incredibly powerful catalyst for magic.
There's different kinds of flowers, right?
Oh, not these, the
These are the fake.
corrupted versions, the fake versions of the one that
Yes,
Twig is now
Lathander.
intended to guard.
Yes. You put the seed on the table.
Yeah, it's just in the center of the table.
Yeah, I mean, I would pull it and hold it in my hands, and I would pull it very close to my mouth, and I would attempt to whisper, Shantia, please bless me and show me what lays within this small bud of your, like, earthly nature.
Sure. Yeah. So you ask for this, and you watch as the seed slowly begins to, like, kind of rumble in your hand slightly and shake as roots sprout out, and a small, pure white budded flower pops out of the top.
Okay.
And as a farming man and a raised by druids, you would know that this is a moonflower.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, very, very tiny one. Like,
Yeah.
not Tempest.
Does it need a pot?
It will, but moonflower.
So pull out a drawing of a rune and slide that on the table.
What does the rune look like?
Which
It
one was it?
It was in the desk that I opened that had these seeds in them.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah, so it is a.
Was
That's right.
Was it this or was this something different?
That was the lantern.
Okay,
one, the
just making
dandelion
sure.
one. Yeah, so he would pull this out and you would all look at it. And Ren, you would recognize the symbol that he found in the desk as a modified evocation symbol. It has the School of Evocation in it. And you would also know that the spell Moonbeam uses seeds from a moon seed or moonflower plant in it to cast it.
Consumes it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I also have a bunch of evocation spells, so I'm probably fine with recognizing that as the rune.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, bathing young master in moonlight. Possibly used for it. I'll put the small bud back down. And he does it because people are hiding and hard to find.
Just one.
Just one person is hiding and hard to find.
Rin.
Rin.
The
No.
young master.
No, Ren.
Ren.
That's what I said.
You said Rin.
Yes,
That's
Ren.
what she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. He's looking for Rin. I'm Ren.
You're saying the same word over and over again.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Arthur still here? No, it's just us. I'm just gonna glance at him.
Rin. The other person's Ren, right?
Yes,
It's I versus E.
certainly.
Two people,
Close.
same name.
I understand the mistake that John Dar must have made.
Yes, upon hearing the name, enter the city. What did he say to you when you arrived? Before he noticed it was a mistake.
He acted as if I was throwing it in his face.
That you weren't hiding.
Right. With such a similar name. And my disguise was not great.
Alright.
Maybe we should find this other Rin.
You know, we could check the bakery.
Might be a bread rin.
I thought
Wait, you're the bread rin.
No.
He's not the bread rin?
He said he's not. I was wrong.
This is all very confusing.
As you guys are talking, Scarlet runs down with a large tray of
Soup?
Loose soup.
Tray of soup.
Like a casserole dish.
Dude, it was a trough.
Give me your feeding tube.
Eat up.
Yeah, with several bowls of soup that she sets down and slides around the table and just kind of like bows. Sorry for interrupting, and starts to leave.
Thank you.
She sets a big loaf of bread in the
Daniel, I
center.
think she could be a great influence on you for manners and other educational purposes. Anyway, back to the important things. You went to sleep.
What?
You went to sleep in a different city and you saw a man that you had never seen before?
I didn't know who he was until we got here.
Okay. Then that means that Lathander has at least some awareness that Jondar is one of the people who is corrupting the flowers. For Lathander's vision to be the one to guide you to him. Or Lathander can show you locations of flowers that are corrupted. Right? That makes sense?
Have you had any other visions since?
Yes.
Since then? No.
And you had just been made a guardian and shown what a flower should look like? But you have no way to contact Lathander or to ask for one of these visions again. When you were in the vision, nothing saw you or interacted with you?
I was hiding.
You were hiding.
Yeah.
Do you know if you made noise? Like, were you there?
Felt like I was there.
Young master, do you have any idea what magic this could be?
Dream magic?
Alright.
I don't know what the guardian is. This is clearly linked to
Just a humble young master.
Yeah, I'm
Why
just
would you
gonna
know dream magic?
You know soul eating! But this feels like a strange.
Yeah, I mean, look at her. Are you kidding me? I've never seen. She didn't even really. This wasn't. She just traced her tattoos, and that happened. She set a man on fire. I don't know. Seems a little simple. No offense. It wasn't
Good
very
thing you weren't
complicated.
over there with the dynamite.
That was only a backup plan that we all agreed was good.
Thankfully,
Even the
dynamite
silent one.
wasn't in the fire that was set, and it was a good plan.
Yes,
At
it
the
was.
time.
No, it was a very good plan.
It would have been pretty noisy. Probably.
But this is, she could have projected. I don't know. It seems more like a vision than you being there, but you said you were there.
Are you the one that still has the, old, desecrated, crumpled tempest flower that we had found?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 3 petals, right?
I have one.
As an herbalist, consumption of tea, do you think, perhaps, could offer some kind of opportunity for guidance for her again?
It might be evil tea.
Yeah, would this feel like something that's a mix of abjuration and necromancy?
So I would say that, especially given your background with the things that your people did in their special time.
You gonna hit me with that again?
Excuse me? They had gangbangs in the trees?
He knows what I mean, but
Did they fuck the trees?
No. But if I say it any other way, then it's obvious what it is. But he understands what it is.
The
That's
Rumspringer?
Yeah. That type of projection absolutely used plant matter in some way, like that type of communication.
Okay.
You also are aware of teleportation magics, but not something that would take you to a place and then pull you back after a period of time. That's not something that you're familiar with. Right. But the aspect of a vision or something like that being triggered by some sort of a ritual using a plant matter type thing would be something that doesn't seem that far off to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you playing with the plants before bed? Did you have all your stuff out and you were like
terrible
I do this little motion.
Yeah, the little figures in the flower dancer.
Yeah. with the I
think what
No.
Marcus is suggesting is that we brew a tea out of the flowers and see if that does anything.
I'm fucking drinking any tea that John suggests.
Whoa! This isn't my campaign. I'm just recommending that we drink a petrifying herbal tea. It's cool.
That tea sounds like it might be evil. I don't know if we should.
I will drink the evil tea if no one else will.
Well, not everyone's immune to diseases and shit, so be my guest.
You're not the paladin this time.
No, it was great.
I do have some other herbs that could perhaps cut the
Evil.
evil of the tea, if you will.
Do you have lavender?
Sugar.
Do you have lavender?
There might be lavender in one of the tea mixes that I brought with.
That's sometimes good
I'd
in
have
tea.
to look.
Couldn't that affect the magical properties of it?
Perhaps. I don't brew evil tea every day.
I will happily drink 100% pure evil tea.
Your uncut evil tea.
If this is what it takes for us to see.
Raw, uncut, evil tea.
Go get your evil tea here.
I will do lines of evil leaf if it takes it, Don.
Okay, whoa, we didn't do that. Listen, I didn't say I wouldn't snort it.
All right. Now we got the young master on our side.
But will you smoke it?
You don't like
Oh,
warm
that's
beverages.
actually,
Yeah, right? If
actually,
anything, yeah,
right,
why
right.
haven't you smoked the devil flower?
Come on!
Shay, can I borrow that?
Can I get a hit of the old Tempest flower?
You got any?
Look at that Travis line.
Feeling stormy.
I mean, if we were going to try such a thing, it should probably be.
As a group, all together.
I was.
With no one watching.
All naked and covered in blood, dude. Like, let's do it.
To embrace the evil.
Is there a way to
after a fresh
Is there a way to 100% bona fide class check another character?
Yes.
I mean, he's for sure. You've smited, yeah?
I've
Smited.
watched
That
him
only means
smite,
that he's
right?
part paladin.
Yeah,
I'm level 4, dude.
yeah. He's for sure used holy magic.
Okay, he's channeled.
Yeah,
magic
channeled
for good-
divinity.
Yes,
Yes, he
okay,
has, yeah.
all right.
Very scary.
He also prays a lot.
Does pray a lot.
Does pray a lot.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but that could
I
be that
talk
could be
to
that could be
things.
praying to something else.
That's me.
I don't think
No,
that
something
we
else.
have enough of the flour to make enough tea for all of us.
Certainly.
And
I'll
Twig
pass.
has the strongest connection. If your intent were to see if we could induce another of these visions,
Yes, for Twig.
but only
I
if she
don't
was
know
interested
if I
in.
can condone this. I'm meant to destroy these.
That's destroying it,
To
right?
be
Not-
fair, brewing them would probably
But not
destroy
like
them.
this. I was told very specifically it had to be in the Temple of Lathander.
Where is that?
Not here. I don't know.
Oh, is that the moving one?
Yes.
So we have to go there to brew it.
We'll make a quick pit stop.
We don't know where it is.
So then we can't destroy it, but brewing it would.
It could be dried back out afterwards.
I don't think this is a good idea.
It might just distill part of it.
Certainly. Have you tried licking it?
No.
The thought hadn't come to mind.
Do you do it? No. Okay.
Just
Gotta make sure you get the whole leaf.
just a straight acid tab.
It's the Listerine strips right on the lips.
No.
do you want to try it? Do you want to try it?
I mean, couldn't hurt, right?
I think it can hurt.
I'm fine. I'm at a cool 7 health.
It's a nice warm soup.
This is the best time to do it.
I think the final decision is up to the Guardian.
But yes, of course.
If you want to lick it, sure. Don't care.
Nice.
Don't destroy it.
This is
What
the
does it
best
look like
idea.
again visually?
It's a black petal with
Nice.
a shimmery
Yeah.
blue color with red shimmery red like color when you move it around a little bit.
Okay.
With like black like electrical like vine looking things. Like
I
lightning.
love vines.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, lick it.
Veins in it.
Yeah, like it's like the veins are essentially that like lightning strike blue.
It's storming.
Best time to lick it.
Have you ever stood in a storm with one held aloft? I'm gonna try to like subtly do it. Look, you can hold it aloft.
Are you in your...
Whoa! Weird. I accidentally licked the flower, you guys.
It just happened to be next to my mouth.
Are you in your full plate?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm still quite nude.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I would 100% just very lightly and gently touch my tongue to like where I would perceive the like stem, which would have broken off to touch. Combat horrifying, dude. Nice.
Yeah, so you do that as you're talking, and you, as the flower contacts your tongue, you feel like a little zap, but nothing else. Has Marcus like eaten flowers at any point in his life?
I would
Probably,
think so.
for
As a
sure.
kid, yeah,
absolutely.
like absolutely.
Like I just assumed that makes sense.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's a dumb thing, but it's like legitimately
No,
this dude
as
grew
a
up
child,
in this
yeah,
shit.
you grew up around that stuff. You for sure just like ate a whole fucking flower at least more than once.
A lot of flowers are also edible.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they like taste good.
Yeah. I would say that this one does not taste good.
Yeah, I'm assuming it tastes like a battery.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like a battery, and
Eat
just
weird things as a kid.
almost like, you know how if you get like really wet leaves, how they have that almost like rotted smell? You get that like as a taste.
Okay.
You don't obviously smell it, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like that concentrated like wet
Yeah.
plant matter.
Does
You
it
get
taste
that.
like
fetid bog.
metal as well, or is it no?
It's just like it's like a
It's a zap, and then it tastes like
licking a
necrosis.
9-volt.
Yes,
Yeah,
literally.
it's-
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
it's
It
like
tastes like a
licking a
battery.
battery.
Thank you.
yeah.
I've never done that.
Never
It's a
either of
9-volt
us.
battery?
Right?
Am I the only one that's actually licked a 9-volt
I'm not
battery?
licked
No, I've won. No, I know that was
okay.
that's all. Why?
I've done that, yeah.
It's just like
I think my dad tricked me when I was a kid.
Your dad was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
you've had pop rocks, yeah?
Yeah.
Like that just kind of like crackly feeling. It's like that
Okay.
with also the horrible taste.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
a 9-volt battery. It's just like a light zap and
It's
taste
not
bad.
it's not pleasant.
It doesn't like hurt.
It doesn't
You don't get a metal taste afterward, or
You do a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little coppery.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt really. You don't like see anything or experience anything. It's just like kind of awful.
Sure.
It's just awful.
Yes. But
And
it
unlike-
matters that it's awful.
Absolutely. And it's unlike any plants that you've had. Like you've had bad petals and stuff
Yes.
before, but nothing that's been like crackling on your tongue. That's weird.
going for a second lick?
Get palate cleanse with the soup.
This is terrible.
I keep doing
Awful.
Try this.
It's an acquired taste.
right? My connoisseur of
Doesn't this taste bad?
death leaf.
Can I borrow your dagger?
A lot of drug references in this one.
I mean, there were in the last
I'm
one too.
All right, I'm back.
The whispers.
Yeah, I mean, my last one had a drug that you were literally seeing to a different plane. It's fine. Those are fun, the whispers. There's a ghost.
And you've never held this aloft in a storm?
I can't say I'd recommend it.
No. I was curious as to whether or not the frequency of storms that has followed us was caused by this.
It has been raining a lot.
Probably.
Yes.
Was it raining a lot in... Oh my god, I can't even remember the name of the
Lake
town.
Mount?
Yeah, Lake Mount. Did it rain often there?
Don't think so. Maybe once.
I
No,
mean,
not
I
while
don't
we
think
were
it-
there, just period.
I don't think they said it was like a weird. It didn't rain like a weird amount or anything. I don't think.
Yeah,
they
like
were
as a
told
farming
that.
town, it's got to have enough of a temperate climate to get
Yeah.
rain to sustain
But
crops.
I don't think
but,
it
like,
rained while you were there.
I don't think it did either.
I don't think it did. It did in Southport
Correct.
while you were there.
And it did while we were at the inn.
It did while
Correct.
you were at the inn,
Correct.
and it did here.
But it didn't rain a lot in the bog where they were. That's where we found them.
Correct. We were in the bog twice, but
That's
like we
right.
do know it did experience mass flooding from what seemed to come like, was it storms from nowhere, right?
They said it just flooded out
Flooded.
of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
They didn't say it was from
From a
rain.
storm or
didn't say
anything.
it was from
Yeah.
storms. No. But you do know that the flowers had essentially been like pressed and wrapped in cloth with the drawings.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like kind of under things and not touched. Like they'd clearly been like almost
Contained.
dried out, but obviously
Okay.
not completely, and like pressed in with stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is your homeland known for storms? Stormy weather?
I would say it rained, especially being on like an island. It rained, a reasonable amount.
Okay.
Like
But
a
nothing like
tropical
peculiar.
climate?
Nothing like, it's not like rained every day. It's not Florida.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it rained for sure. It's not like it was
Okay.
abnormal for it to rain or anything.
Okay.
Daniel's gonna try and eat her soup. It's normal
I
size
thought you were going to
spoon.
say eat the flour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
it's,
attempt to eat soup.
it's good soup.
Did I
Yeah,
have a
I'm-
little spoon or is it a regular size?
It's a
spoon?
little spoon. Yeah, it was a little bowl and a little spoon.
How much is on the tray?
A little bit is spilled.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
that soup.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very good. It's like a vegetable soup. With,
Oh, it's terrible. Get it away from me.
With chunks of meat. But I just mean it's like a
Like a stew.
yeah, it's like a stew
Like a
basically.
hearty
Yeah, hearty stew.
Oh, nice. Okay.
When you
Yeah.
were describing the thing with John Dar,
Mhm.
what was the environment they were in again? The church?
In the church.
I.e., like, would she have had a descriptive element for it to be the cathedral, like where we were?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she would have described it as the cathedral because you were also there.
Inside of it later.
Yeah, you guys went into. Oh no, you didn't
They
go
weren't
in
with
there.
us.
But you would have described the like glass stained things and described
The
where
statues.
the rest. Where the rest of you would have absolutely definitively recognized that as the cathedral that you were in and the three of you were in.
So not just in the cathedral, but in the cathedral, in a portion of the cathedral that is accessible to the public.
I'm assuming the front, right? Like
It was the back. It was that like dome
Sanctuary.
area, the sanctuary area near the statues. So you guys walked into the back, and then there was the pews, and then there was the little like half moon area. Where
right. So the front,
Oh, front. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
where the dude would stand.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Front not being the. I'm thinking of like a house, like front door, but no, it's the yes,
Front like
of-
stage.
Absolutely. Yes. Front of the church. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What god is at that church?
Torment here.
My God.
Justice being served.
No, it is a perversion of it, sadly. Quite
What
the
you
opposite.
said. I don't think they would like that.
Not
is-
remotely.
What is the other god?
Which one?
Well, Tyr is justice, right?
Yes.
The other one?
Torm is courage and self-sacrifice.
I'm just gonna gesture at you. Because would you have described the soldiers as like willing?
So I would have said that like you would see that from the way that she described it,
You
where
said they were, like, dying,
Yeah, they were
right?
on like the brink of death, were healed slightly, and then like stabbed in the throat out of nowhere. So like
Immediately
it
killed.
with like shock.
So,
So
like
not-
they had fallen in battle, like they were barely kept alive and then brought back.
Yes. So that way he could heal them enough to then steal their souls.
Nice.
Yeah, so not good. And
Well,
not for seemingly not something that they did like willingly.
He seems like a nice guy.
Had a great dinner. Wonderful
He
time.
did feed you.
Yeah.
Wined and dined you. Bathed you in moonlight.
Mm-hmm. It's great. We had very different experiences.
What did he ask you other than, after he knew that it was not you that he was looking for, what did he talk about with you?
Well, he asked who I was. I told him, I am a bread sampler.
That you're an emissary?
I knew it.
Yes, an emissary.
And did he ask much about where you were from?
Nope, he asked where I was from and what we were looking to do, establish trade.
Did you tell him?
Yeah,
What do your people have to trade?
nothing of great interest. Wines, food.
Like bread.
Dandelion might be onto something.
Oh, you're just a bread salesman.
I'm not a
I
bread
knew it.
salesman. I've
Is this
been
a pyramid
given
scheme?
bread. That's different.
So that you can trade bread. Different bread. Different places.
Yes, Dandelion.
I'm gonna eat some bread with my soup.
It's good bread. It's good soup.
Yeah, so I just told him what we're looking to trade. Metals, things like that. They seem to have plenty.
You need metals.
We have metals, we could always use more.
Did you tell him where your people are?
I told him that we were south.
But not where in the south?
Why are you so concerned?
This man has been waging war with Homeland for over 30 years to pilfer life. Homeland will not always have life. I fear where he will attempt to steal from next.
You can try.
We're gonna stop him. Right? That's what we're doing?
Yes.
That's what our cloaked friends want.
It seems we've joined a revolt.
He said he no longer was connected to Fivro Blackflower.
Is it possible he was lying?
Possible.
Just in case.
Possibly. I fear the Blackflower is learning too much about young masters. Home. You don't have anything of value to trade.
Nothing special.
Fivro Blackflower is the one you had said when you talked about your people. Well, the Blackflowers in general were the ones.
I think I said that. I don't remember what I said.
Well,
I remember what you're talking about, but I think I said that.
I
Didn't
thought so.
say.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But I think
I thought
yes.
I asked about like your homeland, and you said like, and I said everybody, and you went, and I went Blackflowers, and I thought you, no.
Yeah, I was to say I don't remember that part, but I remember
think you
walking you
did.
through.
It's been forever, but like again, it's also entirely up to you whether or not you would want to confirm that.
No, I just don't remember if I actually did.
Did.
That's all
I
I'm
think
saying.
you did
Yeah.
confirm that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We know what the Blackflowers will do to a people when they have things that they want. The blades. The blades. Even if yours are not exact. Do you channel your magic through the blade?
No, I'll raise my hand through the gauntlet.
I do something quite similar. Mine is holy. Yours, I'm assuming, is arcane?
Yep.
When Jandar did the thing,
Mhm.
he used somatic components, you said, by moving his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then they went into flower.
Yes.
And it was on a necklace, you said? Like a loose
Like a
chain,
chain,
or like
yeah.
something?
Yep.
The blades, you said, were made of special precious metals? Found in your home.
Are they unique to the home? Is it the metal that's precious and unique, or just like the process and the weapons themselves? Or both?
I think it's both.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because yours are made using the same process but different metals.
When you saw John Dar, did he have a weapon?
He had the knife thing.
Just the weird shadowy dagger, yeah.
And he manifested that from nothing.
Yeah, he reached into his cloak and pulled out, like mimicked pulling that out, and it was just there.
Have you ever fought a black flower?
Didn't we fight that one guy?
The bald guy?
Yeah.
He wasn't one, but was working for them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You were really young, you said?
Yeah, that's why I was looking back. I wanted to
Yeah,
see exactly
no,
how
I
long.
know.
I would assume I wouldn't have fought. At least not well.
Did you see them fight?
What is suit? I don't know if I saw them fight. Like obviously like outside. It was like a murder, right? It wasn't like a fight. I didn't really
Yeah,
get a
like
glimpse
they
of
showed
battle.
up.
It was
Okay.
So
I would say that you were for sure, with your injury, cut with an actual blade, though.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I gestured before, so like
Yes.
if that's what you're getting at, I would show you the scar.
Wait, what? Scar?
Yeah, he showed that on the
I did
car-
gesture that,
the-
right?
On the
Okay.
carriage.
Yeah,
There's
on
a
the carriage
scar
ride, I
across
pulled
his
down
neck.
my neck ruffle, and I have a scar across my
All
throat.
the way across?
He's also dressed as a captain still. So
Yeah,
it
that's
would be
true.
less covered
yeah.
than
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Does
Less
it
covered
look?
than normal.
Does it look like it was like almost fatal? Like I don't, because this is like pretty thorough.
Looks very bad, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I was gonna say,
Like,
I
how
don't
the
have
fuck
my
could you
white
survive
makeup
that
on.
bad?
Yeah, it would look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like brink of death bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna stare at your wound, like your scar, I guess. I'm just staring at it.
Mr. Pigeon. The blades. Do you know if they channel magic through them?
Would I have any reason to think?
I would say that some would, yes. Not everybody that uses them does, but I would say they have the capability to do that, yes.
Still. It seems that the Black Flowers are willing to go to whatever lengths to take things of incredible magical value or property. There is nothing like that at your home.
Like what he described?
Anything that bears remarkable magical properties. We have a flower, we have swords. He burnt Goldview to spite my father. They didn't have anything. They took only the statue of Chantea, which I do not know whether or not it possessed any actual magical properties. We know that the Iron Crown pilfers looking for artifacts for them. Do your people hide anything?
I would say no. But I guess I'll ask you to make an insight check. You specifically.
Sure. It's an 18 on the die.
Yeah. I say no, but my eyes say yes.
He's got
No wonder why John Dar bathed you in moonlight, buddy.
Are you about to bathe him in moonlight?
I do have this pod.
you got the no eyes.
You are the one who should 100% keep that with you at all the times for all of the campaigns, because this always happens. And you are always the, oh no. Gotta go.
Yeah, so I say no.
It seems that some things are easier to hide than others. We have not encountered so far yet in our travels. We were told that flowers grow still around Greymore. Sporadically, not like a meadow or a garden or anything. And that people don't know what they are really used for. And we know they are used for something else. We know also that the family blades have been taken, but we have not seen anyone with them. One thing to channel magic. Another thing to potentially channel magic. The black flowers, from what you know, are also elves, yes? An old elven family. When we first found Harrowell, and you described her visually, her appearance changed when we left the cathedral.
It did.
What was her appearance when she was inside? She looked like starry, correct? Like
Yeah, so she had pale grayish skin with a tint of blue, so like a bluish gray. White tattoos of vines, same as Twig has now. She had crystalline white hair. Very pale.
Could you visually describe John Dar again?
Very pale. Very pale, long silver hair.
Saw a person with an extended life inside of a cathedral. And we've now seen another man extending his life inside of a cathedral. Inside of this one, I do not believe is actually ongoing the worship of Tormortier. I do not know what this man might worship instead.
What about the other people?
I think different forms of worship can maintain themselves inside of a building. And that worship can be done in secret. It is a very large building.
We found, this.
A spooky turkey?
Yeah.
So you...
we would have seen
That's-
that coming in, right?
That's,
Is that the symbol that you're
No,
talking
so that's
about?
the hands bound with
Okay.
cord.
Yeah, didn't you say we
No,
saw
the
that?
lantern was what you guys saw coming in.
this thing's what we saw.
Oh,
the
okay. I
symbol.
thought that was also there. Okay.
Yeah.
That,
That?
That was on the door, right? The little.
Yeah, that was on the door that you guys walked in to get down here.
But this.
That was carved
we
next
found them
to
next
it.
to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found that.
What does that one mean?
That's. I think this.
Crescent moon with the dot.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the. That's.
Is that the marking in the sewers? Or into here?
Into, yeah.
It was on the
Into
door
the
that we
cellar.
came into.
So it's a druidic symbol. It means message.
Oh!
Yes.
So a thing that I would definitively know as the person that speaks Druidic.
Yeah. Yeah, it means message.
But we saw this. In the church.
Which looks like a scary turkey.
That's what Dandelion's drawing would look like. So
Yeah.
that's accurate.
Yep. With like rope around the scary
I think I did
bottom
a pretty.
of the turkey.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Spooky turkey.
Spooky turkey.
Anything for me on that?
As a holy man, with it being a holy symbol.
How long ago was Ilmater worshipped, and would the stopping
spooky
of it
turkey.
have been in the time frame of when my father would have been in service here?
No, it would have been well before that.
So then he, if you want to say, would not have known.
Yeah,
Totally up to you.
yeah,
Like,
I would say that he would not have known.
okay.
Yeah.
And where did you find it?
Under a bench in the church when we were looking for you. I was looking under one of the benches and I found this instead.
You thought I was under a bench?
I didn't know.
We only knew you had gone to the church.
Do you think I pray under the bench?
I don't know what you do in a church.
Well, I know you know that they don't allow smoking.
That guy didn't allow smoking.
Right.
What do you mean?
He was
What?
really angry.
The young master
Smoked in the church?
yes.
Apparently, slaughtering soldiers is fine, but smoking, absolutely forbidden.
What was it he said about the smoking?
It's brought up a devil that attacked the city,
He
right?
said it was underneath.
Yeah, or something.
Weird story.
Yeah, very strange. Caught me off guard. You know anything about that? I don't think we mentioned that to you guys. By the way, there's a devil that lives under the city. Almost took it.
And this turkey.
Do I know anything about it?
Yeah, do I know anything about the turkey symbol? Religion-wise?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way for you to roll to decipher what Dandelion's drawing is.
I mean, didn't...
You saw it, didn't you?
we both looked, or I at least looked at it, and didn't we confirm
Oh yes, that's right.
from knowing
You're
that
right.
these people worship Ilmater?
Yes, you know that. And yeah, you would know that as well.
I mean, I'm enjoying the spooky turkey
yeah, no,
game.
absolutely. I forgot that we had talked about that.
I would know what?
That's the symbol of Ilmater.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy that doesn't talk, and I'm enjoying the spooky turkey game. So.
So spooky turkey underneath a bench.
What was
It's
the
got a
other
bow
question that was
tie.
asked?
Yes.
You
Would
asked-
I know anything about the devil underneath the city? Because my father worked in this city for decades.
It was like this.
The turkey had two...
I think it was hands.
The turkey had hands?
Yeah.
Dear God.
I don't
What
think
kind
it
of-
was a turkey at all, actually. It was just the hands. Pretty
no-
sure it's related to the our
What-
cloaked friends.
What's a turkey?
It's a good question. Marcus.
It's kind of like a hand.
You put it on bread.
You do. Hands.
I'm gonna get more bread.
Yeah, so I would say that your father would have, in telling you the stories about the city, told you about the spooky turkey that assaulted.
Yeah. like 10 years ago, dude, there was a big turkey.
They ate for years
It's the
afterwards.
Macy's Day
yeah.
Parade.
Yeah,
Turkey sandwiches every day.
Oh.
Just
They
couldn't get
just
through
they
it.
stored it in the Underdark so it stayed nice and cold.
You mean the tombs?
Oh, my God.
The tombs, yeah.
That's why he stays there.
He's actually got still like 10 years worth of turkey
Uh-huh,
somehow.
yeah.
Mm.
He's been eating really good turkey sandwiches for 1,000 years. Yeah,
sorry?
Sorry. Yeah, so he would have told you that a very long time ago, there was apparently a demon that attacked the city and made its way all the way to the castle before stopping and disappearing, and had not been seen since, but it was rumored that the demon was still living somewhere under the city, but never found.
Wait, stopped and disappeared? They didn't beat the shit out of it? It was just like on board and left?
It made its way through essentially the entire army to the castle and then vanished.
Nice.
Yes.
And living, not imprisoned.
He would have said.
Rumor
I
has it
think
that it's
the
still
story
lay
would have been
beneath
that
the
it's
city.
yeah, it's still
Cool.
hanging out,
Cool.
but has not been seen since, and nobody knows. It's become like a folk tale essentially.
Sure.
It's been passed
Okay,
down.
cool.
But that's one that he would have told you.
So is that true, or is that just to scare children?
Hard to say. I mean, my dad didn't really go out of his way to include like folk tales. That was more my mother's side of the family.
Folktales are great.
So you think it has merit?
I think they might have called a thing a demon, as though it was demonic in either appearance or its martial prowess, for it to have marched through the city and decimated the army itself. But it's also possible that it was a demon. I mean,
Or Master Chief?
could have also been Master Chief.
It's the guy from Fortnite.
I mean, we do remember the tale from the Well about the people uniting to fight back against terrible monstrous creatures.
That was a long time ago.
Forgot it was called the Well.
I will never forget.
Yeah, you got your free holy water there.
I gotta go back.
We gotta go back, Marcus.
Oh my god. For a second, I thought it was the horrifying image that we had for Shimmer. And then,
Oh no!
which I'll never forget.
Yeah, I don't think you would ever draw that.
I drew Bog.
Oh, that's
Bog
right.
the
You drew
Frog
Bob
the
the
Toad.
Frog.
Frog
Bob
the
the Frog the Toad. Love him.
Okay, so it's probably true, or
I would think there's at least some merit to it, yes.
okay.
I would say that would also line up with things that you've been told about, like your like bedtime folk stories of like. You would understand that there are for sure aspects of that have been embellished on, but there is for sure some truth probably in the things that even you've been told in those stories, because you have these like old weapons and the other things that that you are aware of, that there's probably some truth to at least all stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Master Chief.
Yes.
Gotcha. Sipping on my soup.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of a lot to process on my end. John Dar's eating souls into a flower of some sort.
Oh yeah, hey Artie.
Hey.
Yeah, but they don't allow smoking. I don't get it.
Remember that time I licked that leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did we land on? Not boiling it, boiling it? No? Yes?
The Guardian said.
Right, no? Okay.
I would be surprised if the church is aware of these things. This is done at night. Frederick works at the church. He leads John Dar there. But no one else is there. Just him.
Frederick?
Yeah, he works at the church. He communicates with us.
Gotcha.
Who the fuck's Frederick?
You would have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would remember. That's
it's one of the-
that's the whipping boy that was moving the books.
Yes, Frederick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. A young man that works at the church. He was there when we went looking for you.
You didn't see anybody else in the church, right? Well, the cathedral?
Just the little guy.
Just the little guy? No other guards?
No,
You think
except the dead ones?
Well, do you think he does it every night?
I don't know. I only saw it the one time.
Frederick indicated it's not an every night thing. It depends on when soldiers come back from the north. That might be a way to get him alone for you.
What do you think? I think it's a good idea. And with all of your, and I'll winking, paladin equipment.
Very well suited for this kind of activity.
You guys hide in the rafters.
You can really, yeah, we can get the drop. I was going to say we get the drop on him.
Dropping down from the rafters of a church.
Mission Impossible.
With our
like
black
descending
cloaks
down.
on and masks. I'm a paladin! Did you get a doctor mask?
Yeah, dude.
We are the night. Nobody expects the Inquisition from above.
I can sneak in. Very small.
How much noise do her wings make?
Barely any.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like near silent.
And your thing was back in Southport, right? So at this point, it's been probably like 7 to 10 days.
Yes.
Because I had the couple days back and forth that they were still in Southport. We had the day there, and it's been like 3 days in Greymore.
Yeah. Or if I can...
Because, I mean, I was beaten for at least 2 days. So, like...
You were beaten for 2 days.
That's at least 2.
Yeah.
And I know I was...
3 days.
3... I was beaten for 3 days. And then I know we had the 3 days between me going to Lake Mount, being there for a time, and then coming back.
Yeah, it's probably been 10 days since
Okay.
that vision.
We really let them tenderize you.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry we couldn't get to you sooner.
No, it's alright. I didn't expect anyone to be able to get through anyway. He offered me a chance to work with him.
Did he say what he would be doing?
Taking over Greymore.
Why would he do that?
Yeah, that.
I thought he didn't like you.
Well, you said there's a side that clearly doesn't want you dead, but if you
Correct.
join him,
Correct. The ones that would still be loyal to the Shaw bloodline would follow suit. He will know that I escaped.
They won't be able to find you here, and we have the Wanderer to move you around the city should you need to go somewhere. We can keep you hidden.
because when they bring the bodies in, it's not the Wanderer that takes them there, right? The soldiers.
Sure. No. They're brought in by the military.
Okay.
Captain Emmerich might be able to get word as to when more soldiers are coming home. We can try to plan around that.
That'd be a great idea.
Hope it lines up. It might be the only chance we have to get him alone. While we take the castle, you deal with him.
We would need a method to communicate to you that he is there. If you siege the citadel before he has arrived at the cathedral, I fear he would turn.
We'll have to all speak with Captain Emmerich and come
Certainly.
up with some sort of a signal
Certainly.
so that way he knows,
Yes.
or at least the men know. I believe he wishes to go with you.
To Jean d'Arc?
Yes. He has people he can trust.
Certainly.
What is this flower thing that he has? Don't fully understand that.
Very spooky.
Yes.
It is some kind of magical focus or catalyst that he uses to rip souls, as he said.
That's horrible.
Yes.
Not much of a magic man myself, so that is far beyond my far beyond my grasp. I hope that these Ilmater folk have something that can assist you. It seemed they had an energy to them when they left here that I have not seen in some time. In my visits, they're normally very reserved. So whatever this story is, it must match up to some regards to point to all of you, I suppose.
Rin, do you remember when we talked before about your birthplace?
Sure.
The coin I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange for brokering that peace, I know my father gave over the microphone. Was forced to give over the wizard that did it.
I muted it so you can move that around.
The wizard that did what?
He stole the child of a great gold dragon. And it was the dragon that attacked the town, desperate to get back its child. Do you know anything of dragons?
I don't know.
Should probably pop his head out.
I don't know, Don, do I know any dragon riders?
Dragon killers? Dragon fuckers?
You know one, dude.
You've seen the smut.
I've seen the outfit.
Yeah.
Dragon whisperers?
Yeah, let me
Dragon ticklers?
Let me message this to you. I'll put it in your channel.
It's just gonna say dragon fuckers, isn't it?
One moment.
I forgot your name. Still, dude, where's my legs? Make sure it's in MLA format or
Cite your sources, please.
I'll delete it.
Do any of you know anything about dragons?
I know Shimmer.
True.
My queen
Excuse me?
started the the clan after they were attacked by a dragon.
Started the clan after you were attacked by a dragon?
Yeah, they had to travel.
To
and,
the island?
She traveled a lot, eventually making it to the island where she found her flower.
Where were they before?
Wait, did you say the dragon? A dragon traveled to your island?
It attacked her people, and then they had to flee, and eventually the queen found the island and settled the clan there.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
I'm not sure.
You don't know? Okay. Do you know what kind of dragon, like what it would have looked like at all?
I
It
know.
was
Let
an ice
me
breather.
double check.
An ice breather?
Yes.
Mirath?
Mira is the name of the dragon.
Mirath.
Mirath. Ice dragon. That.
No, final answer.
Thank you.
But I mean, I don't know much. No.
Why would a wizard take the child of a dragon?
I don't know. To study it, maybe. No, poke it. I mean, he got the child back, right?
My father. Yes.
And he told them who took it.
Yes. And then the dragon ate the wizard.
And why did he help the dragon?
My
again?
father?
Yes.
Why would he not help the dragon?
Because the dragon killed a town.
He took something from it.
Oh, that's fair.
Do not know whether or not the people of the town served the wizard. Do you know the name Galeth Sarkin?
No.
That's the name of the wizard. I wonder if we were to peruse the archives here in Gramehorn. Briarwood used to be a Fjordanian city. There might be records of this man.
Maybe. More likely books written by him, if he was
Possibly
here.
as well.
Do you know where the dragon is?
King's Bluffs Mountains. I do not know where its lair is exactly, but it is a small mountain range. Do you want to go?
Eventually.
Even if a child had been taken from it, if the people were innocent and not involved, they obviously were undeserving.
I won't be going there to talk.
Certainly. Dandelion, do you know anything of dragons other than Shimmer?
I don't know anything of dragons, do I?
Nope.
Mm-mm. I don't know if we have those where I'm
Anything?
from. Maybe Master Oberon would know,
I think that's a good point.
since he made Shimmer.
We know that water was sent to Briarwood.
You think it could have been Feywater?
Yes.
Would have had to have been. Why else get shipments of water?
Yes.
That's the city you were found in?
I think Briarwood's the kingdom, right? That's not the. That's not,
It's not
the. No. Yeah, Kenmare. Kenmare was where I was found.
As you guys are sitting, you hear the door upstairs crack open again, and the robed figures rush in, slightly out of breath, covered in dirt, as they pull their robes back on. And the elder man that Lawrence introduced as Werner walks forward, holding a scroll. And he bows in front of all of you and holds it out, kneeling.
The story. Whoever wishes to read it.
Yeah, dude, Dandelion.
Take
Pog, dude.
Hand it to Marcus.
The pigeon.
Classic.
What's it say?
Please begin reading and then pull back out for.
Oh, come on. I know you can read.
Spooky voice or non-spooky voice?
Non-spooky.
Marcus
Non-spooky.
voice.
Can you do nouns?
I mean, beneath the place where knowledge lies, deep below clouded starry skies, here sits the broken lord, shattered, crushed, bound with cord and engulfed in dust. He who sits upon the rack may light a candle in the dark to rekindle the embers within, the flame-eyed one's forgotten sin. Should he return to storm-filled skies, flanked by those who hailed his cries, companions chosen by chance or fate shall together open up the gate. To those who enter, faith is tested. Stand together, your will unbested. These painful steps to turn the tides, endure this pain, cast doubt aside. Stand and fight this flame bereaves, where light and darkness interweaves. Release her flame upon this land, a trove of treasures close at hand. Cloaked in shadow our kingdom sits, consumed by souls who are unfit. Use these gifts found deep beneath to remove the head while city sleeps. He who sits upon the rack may light a candle in the dark, to rekindle the embers within, the flame-eyed one's forgotten sin.
And that's where we're going to end this week's episode. Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be back next week. We'll be live on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the Veiled Forest of Wervigo, on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for the City of Oshwamp, and Friday at 7 p.m. for the Lost Kings of Adoris.
Thank you again, Sink.
Yeah, thank you again, Sink the
Thank
Dragon,
you.
for
Thank you.
$300.
Thank
It genuinely helps with the costs of things. So thank you very, very much. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Night.